Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone and welcome to Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. It's good to see you. Traditionally, on the final Thursday in November, we here in America celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm sure most of the viewers are aware of that, but as Steve Eunice runs the site, he's from Australia, and from what I understand, there isn't necessarily a Thanksgiving Day on that day in Australia, though I'm sure everyone everywhere celebrates their thanks that they have family and loved ones and friends and goodness in their lives on different days, not even necessarily one specific day every year, but maybe even all year round. I'm one of these people. I love my family. I love that we all have our health. I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful that we have fun things like superheroes and the Superman homepage and just great things that we can enjoy with our loved ones, enjoy on our own, and enjoy talking about with each other. I wanted to focus on some holiday-themed episodes today to give you some time to grab them up and watch them before the holidays are over, even though we're a little early. Some of these episodes occur in Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, which was a show that ran in the 90s, and also on Justice League, which turned into Justice League Unlimited, the animated series that was also on this was on in the late 90s, and I think even went, or possibly into the 2000s. The episodes are centered mainly on Christmas, but I think that they are good viewing all year round, and especially now when we're feeling thankful and when we are getting into the Christmas holidays and appreciating these sorts of joys that we have in our lives. One of my favorite episodes of all time of any television show was the Lois and Clark episode Season's Greetings. Now, I'm not going to do a review of it, but if you've seen it, you know that it's cheesy, it's over the top, it has all of the lead characters on the show acting like children. And it's a little silly, it's a little hard to take at times, but the best thing about Lois and Clark to me was always the dynamic between Lois and Clark, hence the title, hence the time they took to really delve into that relationship, probably more than in any series or in any movie that we have seen thus far. Lois and Clark grew to love each other, and Superman actually ended up outside of that equation, which I think is the best way to handle the Lois and Clark love affair. It gets all those people out of there that call Lois a gold digger or one that is only into Superman because he has powers. After all, who wouldn't be into Superman? But the truth is, she falls for Clark first, and I love when it's handled in that manner. And in the episode Season's Greetings, the best part of it is the final scene where it's an extremely touching scene. Lois thinks she's going to be alone, and her hero comes to the rescue. Check it out if you haven't seen it, but it actually makes me cry every time, and I feel like less of a man for having said that. At the end of the Lois and Clark series, they had another Christmas-themed episode called "Twas the Night Before Miximus," or I guess it would have to be Miximus, where Mxyzptlk, the imp, played by Howie Mandel, comes and starts tormenting Superman during the Christmas season. It's a fun episode, and it also has some touching moments as well. There were a lot of touching moments in this series. I would recommend watching it. In a lot of ways, there are issues with camp, mostly with camp, but the good stuff is the relationship stuff and the emotional value that it has, not the Superman action or the effects, certainly, but the character work and the way these characters make you feel and feel about each other. You can truly feel it. The actors do a great job. In Justice League, we had an episode called Comfort and Joy, which was just a fun kind of comedy-themed Christmas episode where Clark Kent takes the Martian Manhunter, because he's depressed, home with him to see the joy of the holidays. John Jones doesn't quite understand why everybody is so joyful, and the Kents come in to help make him understand the spirit of the holiday. He actually ends up writing an ode to joy himself in Martian, and it's touching, even though it is a little sugary and sweet. I would check these episodes out, especially now that the holidays are just getting underway, and I highly recommend watching all of these series in their entirety, though there are some episodes of Lois and Clark worth not too much, but Luckily, with Lois and Clark, they almost always had the relationship stuff or the stuff you needed to see, even in episodes that were highly out of control. But I want to thank everyone for watching. I'm thankful that you're here, and I'm thankful for a lot of other things in this upcoming holiday season. This has been Great Scott, everybody. Remember, always look up in the sky.